I'm blurry. Come on, camera. There we go. Hello, happy Friday. Thank you for the later time. We had some technical hiccups, and I just needed to start again, shut everything down, refresh everything, start again. And this time it seems to have worked. So, fabulous. Success. So, this month we have got one collection kit of a brand new collection. That's the Echo Park Nutcracker Christmas. And we're going to scrapbook with that, plus all the existing Christmas stash that I have from many years ago. And I do mean many. I've kept a lot of things for a long time. So this month we're using them up. Right. What we made on Monday. Let's go to the desk. Here we are. Okay. So we made this on Monday. Journaling to fit in here and maybe a little something here. And I didn't sketch this one as we were going. So here is a sketch. Should you wish to have one. There we go. And that's 2 4x6 with lots of layers. And this is mostly old stash with just these stickers coming from the new collection because it literally arrived toward the end of the live stream. But we've got it today, and that's great. A little disclaimer at the beginning today. I don't know how it sounds to you down the microphone. My voice is not the best. I've had a wicked cold the last few days. I'm fine. But it's just doing that recovery bit. And I'm really hoping that I don't have to clear my throat like 1,000 times. I know it's super annoying. It's one of those things that really grates on me. So I'm going to try to keep it minimal. But if I end up coughing, I'm afraid that it's not under my control today. So I've got all the beverages. I've been doing all the healthy things. So there we go. All right. Today, we have got some photos of me. What? Now, I've got 3x4s today. And I'm going to use 3 of them. I'm going to save this for a different project. So we are going to have a little bend and snap and little show. Oh, that one, it didn't snap. What? You have failed me. Oh, yeah, this one is not that. Okay, that was better. That was not cut normally. That was weird. That's more like it. That's a bend and snap. Bend and snap. All right. So I'm going to use these 3 today. And I'm going to stick them in a grid design horizontally. Boop, boop, boop. Or boop, boop, boop. And then put something else in the other 3 spots. So let's have a look at what that looks like in terms of sketchiness. Oh, see? There I go. And I got to do everything I can to nurse my voice back to health because I haven't performed in public for like 21, 22 years. Tuesday, I'm performing in public. And you know, there's nothing like saying you're going to be brave and joining a choir and then having a solo in a West End performance. Like, not in a theater, in a church. Performing at the Actors Church. But somehow I've gone from I'll be brave and just join the choir to I'm singing a solo and a trio. On top of the rest. So I'm not at all stressed out about this. Got to nurse the voice back to health. It's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. It's getting better every day. All right. The first day of the narration on Christmas Journal was very, very sad and wobbly. And I thought, oh my goodness, anybody who's never done class before and this is like their first experience of me is going to be like, okay, this lady is not made for radio. Like her voice is all over the shop. Because the day I had to record that first voiceover, it was just very breathy. And I kind of was like, whoa, today is generally a Christmas, which is a very different sort of style than my usual At least slightly perky. So, okay, so we're going to have the 3 photos like this. And then these 3 to be other things. So one of them, I might move around which one is which, but one of them is going to be journaling. One of them is going to be a title. And one of them is going to be embellishment. Probably box this out and then have some tuckies around here. And today is the 6th. 6th, we are moving right along this month. Okay, so that's what we've got. Do my speech with a drink first. Oh no, I'm going to need more beverages. I have to refill in the middle of the episode. Yeah, and then we'll go. Hello, my name is Shimelle. I teach online scrapbooking classes, design scrapbooking products, and help you use them to tell your stories in a creative way. It's not just my hobby, it is my job, and that means anytime I scrapbook on the internet, it's considered advertising, and legally I need to make sure you're aware of that. So thank you for coming to watch my #advertising. I appreciate you being here, whether you are live, chatty, watch from Tomorrowland, quiet, craft, don't craft, thinking about coming back to craft, just craft at Christmas, all of these things. You can find the links to the stuff you'll need in the description box below the video, including what I'm going to use next month so that you could start the year off fresh and join me in January to get a whole year of scrappiness done. Not the whole year in 1 month. I mean, to scrapbook with me in real time, and you'll be super productive. Yes, anything else? Oh, also, it's never too late to sign up for my Christmas classes. So if you want to improve your Christmas photography and videos this year, you can join Share Your Christmas. And if you want to improve your Christmas scrapbooking and journaling, you can sign up for Journal Your Christmas, and they're both in the they're both linked in the description box. Fabulous. Let's go. All right. I'm gonna clear my throat too many times. And it's one of those things, when I have to listen to other people clearing their throats, it drives me mad. Like, not that I would ever actually act on it, but like, you know, the sorts of things where you can explain to yourself and be like, oh, it's fine, they can't help it. But it also just disrupts your train of thought. So I know it's annoying. Really, really annoying. But there we go. Hopefully it doesn't last long. The rest of the cold, like, you know, the rubbish stuff about having a cold, like where your whole body just feels dead and you go hot and cold and all of that sort of stuff. That is all done. So I think we are on the upkeep now and the uptick, and it's just the voice that needs to settle down. I do a lot of steaming and some bubbling. I loved, my 10-year-old was like, because of course 10-year-old has to do a lot of stuff for vocal health, and he tends to get quite hay fevery anyway, and so he wakes up with a blocked nose like 363 days a year, and so he knows all the things that I tell him to do all the time when his voice is not 100%, like, you gotta take care of your voice, blah, blah, blah. And so he just turned it around and put it all back on me, going, okay, you need to do this, you need to do that. Thank you, you have been listening. All right, so let's choose a background from here first. So we've got these 3 photos. And our options are marching packers, yellow, cut apart, red. Now, you'd think I'd want to go with a green background, but look at this. Those greens, they are not the same. This green is way more blue-green. So I think sticking it straight onto green is going to be problematic. Oh, the red is nice. A lot of white base prints in here. Okay, so what I'm thinking is I might actually use some of these for the layers, because although there is pink in this collection, there's not a full B-side of the pink. And that's what I want. I want a full 12 by 12 in pink. And then we're gonna layer with this on top. So I left that massive stack of paper here, but there's not a pink B-side in Christmas Magic either. So what would get me pink? Who's done 12 by 12 pink in my Christmas stash? Not from this year, because I'm not dipping into my Christmas journal stash for this year, but last year and previous years, it's fair game. That's how this works. So I'm just looking through this little basket of, there we go, payoff. Basket of older Christmas papers. And we have pink. So this is from 2022. Mix and mingle, mix and a mingle from Simple Stories. So this is going to be the background. What about Paige Evans from last year? I love that you think I didn't use that all up. Nope. Again, nothing. And no 12 by 12s from last year's collection from Paige. Used it all. Okay. That way. It's a bit warped. It'll flatten out in the page protector. Okay, now let's bring in, oh, also let's look at the 3x4s, because what am I putting in those three? Now, in the cut aparts, that's 4x4, I don't want that one today. Those are 4x6 and 2x2. Okay, so is that literally, oh no, there's three. 1, 2, 3 pieces that leave room for journaling. Please, designers, include more journaling cards. Okay. So let's try this green one. It's not that I want to avoid this green entirely. It's that I didn't want it to be the background because the greens are so different. Okay. If I did all of them in green, Auntie Caffeine doesn't really like journaling cards because she always has a novel of a story she wants to tell. Oh, what? So you want journaling paper, like the whole 12 by 12? So the thing that I would want is more 3x4s so that I could put them together. Yeah, and have more journaling space with more cards on the same layout. But a whole collection kit with just 3 is not exactly where I like to be. But it's okay. I can deal. I have other things. Okay, so at this sort of scenario, then I need a third one over here that's also going to be green, because that's now where we're going with this, green. So this one. Sophia is here on a little break, but she only has one more week of lessons to go. Then they're going to break for winter. Amazing. Okay, now we need something behind this, and we need to bring in the red. So let's see what reds we've got in this Echo Park. So we have that red, that one. So you can see there's two shades of red in this collection, the brighter and the darker. This dot picks up on the dots that are in between the candy canes without going like full all-in candy cane. But you could go full all-in candy cane if you want. Okay. So first thing we're going to do is look at how these line up, because do I want to bring in a matte for the individual photos? I think I do. So I could bring in another color in that kit that I had from several years ago. What papers are in there that might work here? Yay, well done, Georgia. Just so many old papers that I'm spoilt for choice. Where to go, where to go. Love to bring in the October Afternoon, but everything there is crispy white, and October Afternoon is, of course, on cream. So maybe not today, but at some point this month for sure. Ooh, what about a brighter pink? That would be cute. Okay, I've got some options I'm going to bring over. We've got a Bella Boulevard hot pink. We've got a crepe paper. And an ornament print. All right, all right. We got options, options. That's such a nice color for that dress. Okay. So just little mats in the brighter pink. So this is how you can expand the color scheme of a collection kit that doesn't have a wide color scheme. So this has 2 shades of red, 2 shades of green, yellow, pale pink, black and white. So the pale pink is only in very small amounts. We start there and it's not looking nice. And put that in the background with a red. So we're just making a color that's a minor color here into a much bigger player. Then to start expanding it, take a pattern like this that has that pale pink, but also a far more saturated color. Here. Okay, then I'm going to put all this together, I think. This isn't really saying brown to me, so switch over to black. Oh, la Lizette. Oh, Amy's telling me not to tear anything she's driving. I'm not planning to tear anything in the grid, so I think we're good. I think we're good. Let me know when you arrive, just in case. So now, are they close to the same? They are closer, but the matted photos are still a little smaller, so I need to work that out with the placement. Not put them too close so that it doesn't work for this one. Take this one and go a little higher so that then there's even amount top and bottom. But then the photo comes back in line with that photo. Okay, so this is in line here, which is going to bring it corner to corner with that one. Corner to corner here, in line there. And then in theory, this should fit in the center in the gap that I've left. Okay, then we cut around this. Okay, let's have a look at the sticker sheet from this current collection and see where we can start with embellishment. Onto caffeine. I don't count that up until I get to the very end of the year, but it's 4 albums worth. So each quarter of this year is in its own album. Yep. Okay. So nothing here that's like a tab or anything. The closest I've already used. So we'll come back to this in a second. Let's get some tabs to put in. So let's go to the older stash that's underneath. Oh my goodness, Yappy, 3 a.m. Do I have any labels left in this one? I do. And some postage stamps and some boxes. Okay, we can deal with this. Yes, the border stickers are super cute. Yeah, they will definitely get used this month for sure. Right, I'm going to take a tiny field trip to refill beverages. So that I can keep talking. I am at this point approximately 78.2% orange juice. That is my entire body content. I am just a walking human of orange juice. Other parts lemon and honey and ginger. All right. Thank you for your patience. My voice is now going to be okay, I think. And on the way, I spotted something that might be useful, so I'm going to grab that. There we go. Okay. Shall we bring in aqua as well? I think we shall. Okay, so I'm going to go in with stickers, which means I need to kind of work out the placement of this. Did I ink this one? I walked away from the desk, so of course now I don't remember. I don't know. So it's going to go here. Expanding color scheme again. So I have colors that are already here. The pink I've already brought in. The red is already here. Obviously there's white. So now I bring in another color by bringing it in with those. So this is going to sit, actually should this sit here behind the photo? And we can add in another piece that has the color we already have, the pink, also the dark green, but also the color we just brought in. Need to bring something similar down to this corner. Oh, can I go completely off topic? Oh, first, Auntie Caffeine's got antiquing wax on her fingers. Usually the best thing not for antiquing wax, I don't know anything specifically about antiquing wax, but wax in general. Get your hands very cold, and then peel off. So like run them under cold water. Beyond that, I got nothing. Okay, so we're gonna bring this one down to this corner here. And yeah, so can I do something completely off topic? Yesterday was very exciting and surreal because the What's on Stage Awards came out, like the nominations. And What's on Stage Awards are theater awards for the UK that are voted on by the people. So the Olivier's are our equivalent of the Tony Awards, where it's all done by like a committee of experts, member people. But the What's on Stage Awards are a public vote. Not only did Les Mis get a nomination for Best Show in the West End, which means it doesn't have to be a new show, just Best Show in the West End. Starlight Express is the most nominated show. It has 9 nominations. And you can vote. So should you wish to go to What's on Stage, I believe it's just whatsonstage.com, and then you'll see the award thing. You can vote for Starlight Express and Les Mis and whatever else, and you can skip things. So if there's a question that has neither of those shows and you're like, I have no idea, I've not seen any of these and actually not gone to the theater in England or anywhere in the UK, that's absolutely fine. You can skip anything you don't want to answer so that you don't feel like you're throwing your vote away. But just so exciting for their whole cast. And there's 2 individuals who've been nominated. Jaden, who plays Hydra, has a nomination for Best Supporting Performer, like performer in a supporting role. And Jeevan, who plays Rusty, is nominated for Best Professional Debut. And there's the most adorable video of them finding out and like giving the biggest celebratory hugs. It's just wholesome. This cast are very, very supportive of each other, and it's lovely. Really, really lovely. So yeah, if you want to go to the What's on Stage Awards and cast a vote for Starlight Express or Les Mis or any other play that you just really like, it's all good. They're open, and we'll find out what happens. I'm really interested in what the other shows nominated for lighting are particularly like, because the lighting design on Starlight Express absolutely blows my mind. So if there are others that are coming close, I want to go see them all because the lighting is just amazing. It's really next level lighting. It's completely different to anything I'd ever seen in a show. So there we go. All right, what else can we put with those little postage stamps now? Maybe this bit of red here. I'm not liking it changing in between there. I think here is better. Okay. Now let's have some paper pieces behind there. So this is a different turquoisey shade, so we can avoid those and just stick to red, pink, green that are a better match. And little labels like this, if the icon that's at the top isn't particularly what you love, just turn it upside down and tuck that bit under. Yeah, don't waste it forever and be like, oh, I'm never going to use that. Just find a way that you can, either cover it up or turn it around. You're all good. Okay, so I don't have red up here. So I'd like to add in that nice bright red. Take the green down here. Well, I didn't need to cover that one up, but it's fine that I have. Okay. Going back to this then. So I'm wondering, do I use this floral from the sticker sheet or the one from this sticker book? Let's use the old stuff. They're all poinsettias. There's poinsettias here on the tree. And these, interestingly enough, this accent color is pretty close to that golden color there. Oh, speaking of colors, have we looked at the Pantone color of the year for 2025? I'm just going to walk away now. No thanks. Not for me. It's not my color. It's beige. I mean, it's a warm, slightly more luxurious beige, but it's beige. So, if you love earth tones, it's your year. Yay! I don't. It's going to give us a bit more space up here. Which floral can I run down here? Don't have, I've got a tiny bit of red, not a lot of red. The Pantone color of the year. Let's see what it's called. If you just Google Pantone color of the year, it'll come up. Mocha Mousse. And it's really funny. I was reading people's reactions to this being the color of the year. And there's quite a few who are like me going, hard pass. No thanks. And people making commentary being like, oh, so it's going to be a great year then. Thanks for the foreshadowing. And then other people who were really loving it. And the thing that they kept saying, and I assume these were different people who didn't know each other, was they kept saying it looks expensive. That this mocha beige color looks expensive. And I'm so confused at this concept of a color looking expensive. I think I could get behind that description on something like royal purples, because royal purple shades used to be royal shades because purple was a really expensive dye. And so if you had purple in your fabrics, then you were showing off how rich you were. It's like wearing 1,000,000 diamonds on your hand or whatever. Oh, Auntie Caffeine can't hear me. Pantone, Pantone. Pantone is the color standardization of all printing around the world. Yeah. And every end of the year, they announce a color for next year. We did have fuchsia not that long ago. We've had some great purples. We've had aqua and stuff. But aside from me not understanding how it looks expensive, maybe because it looks like leather, like a handbag? I don't know. But the thing that it said to me was it feels very early 2000s when we were mixing brown with then like pastel, pink, and blue. There was a whole Making Memories vibe for a while that was like brown, black, pastel pink, pastel blue. Yeah, it feels very, very like that to me. So it felt a bit, and I don't know, that feels like too, oh, you're right. If the Kardashians have beige homes, that definitely goes into it. Yeah. So Noreen says, who decides it? So Pantone have people who are like experts in watching color trend. Sandra, that's exactly what they're saying, but I don't understand what that means. What does a rich looking, not like rich as in price, not as in dessert. How does just a color swatch look expensive, look rich? I don't know. To me, I don't get it. That's just me. I'm not getting that vibe from it. But also, I don't like earth tones. So Jean says her daughter-in-law tells her there's a group called Beige Mummies. There is a brilliant, hilarious account, in my opinion, called Sad Beige Baby, which came from this one video where they said, like, look, these are sad beige toys for sad beige babies. And it was all about that trend in baby things to have no bright colors. Does it though, Sandra? Does it look like a luxurious beige? Maybe I'm just off because I don't like browns. By and large, I'm not a brown as the main color person. I'm a brown as a beautiful, tiny accent in crafts and decor and clothing. There we go. Maybe it does look luxurious. Clearly it does to somebody, but not to me. But yes, so there are people who, Suki says it's supposed to represent a global mood for comfort. Now, see, comfort, I would have gone with like navy blue, hunter green, the colors of like thick blankets. I'm imagining like tartans, like Scottish tweed, although there's a lot of brown in Harris tweed, I guess. I don't know. I might. Anyway, so yes, Pantone has a team of people who trend spot for colors, and then their color of the year is basically them predicting what will happen in the next year. Okay, I think it's time that I put some adhesive on this. Let's do that. And there we go. Auntie Caffeine says, for earth tones, she's just talking about the cardstock color she needs to buy to portray gingerbread. Yeah. All right, let's try and get the two sides even here. Pop that down there. Now, lettering. What else is on that lovely thicky set that I used yesterday? Not yesterday, Monday. Jean says, to get back to the page, I think I'd have to turn the background paper, this edge here, so that it's at the bottom or the top and not the side. You know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to chop it in by 1/8 of an inch. Okay. Mari, that makes me feel much better. She says that the color name Mocha Mousse makes her think of the Muppet Show sketch with the Swedish chef and the chocolate mousse, which is a core memory of my childhood because there was also a restaurant near where I grew up called the Chartreuse Caboose. Was that a chain at some point or was it just a one-off? I have no idea. But when they did that sketch on the Muppet Show, they made a moose head out of chocolate mousse and put it on the buffet. And I thought this was the most epic thing ever. But also I was young enough that I then thought that was the dish, that chocolate mousse had to be in the shape of a moose head. And so if I went somewhere else and they said, oh, there's chocolate mousse, and I would be like, but I don't see a moose head. And it would come in like a bowl. And I'd be like, sorry, what? This is not a moose head. Amazing. How to confuse children, but make them laugh. Okay. So what could we add in here? Yeah, it's not actually meant to be clean there, because there is the next candy cane is right at the edge. There's like this tiny little speck of it. So it's the repeat in the pattern has this little gap, and it's just happened that it lines up on one edge. So yeah, I am going to just chop it. No one will know except us. Okay, so we're going to do joyful and story. Okay, shall we add some gold while we're here? What could we do? We've got just 2 areas of embellishment, so I only need 2 things, and I have 2 of these gold branches. I can do that. Oh, they've gotten mixed up. Oh, see you later, Georgia. Remind me, did we have red dots or green dots in the kit? I mean, I have both. These are just slightly too different a vibe. See you later, Jean. It's just confetti at this point. You're good. You're good. I want to bring this one in, but I don't want like the red on red. That red on red's okay. I'll do that. Okay. Dots. Oops, not quite that close together. Oh, it really stuck. Okay, and some gold. Yep, it's glued down. The paper, this pink paper is a bit warped, so it kind of looks like it's not, but it is stuck. Yep. Okay, so we've got this top corner of embellishment, this bottom corner of embellishment there. Watch that vinyl if it needs more adhesive. I'll stick that down. And that's it for today. So journaling will go there. If you did this and you needed to have more journaling, if you used exactly this set of cards and you wanted to add journaling here, stick a box of vellum over the top so that you can write over this. And you can, if you cut it to 3 by 8, or actually just by 6, fold the vellum so that you can tuck it behind and adhere it underneath there. Then have a crease at the top so that it sits down on top of this, and so that you can pull it up to see the tree, but leave it down to write on it if whatever you've put here is something that you really want to keep on show. And I think that will do it. You could also just use a different collection so that you could have all 3 be journaling cards. You could have 1 journaling card and 2 more photos. You can mix it up however you'd like. So there is our sketch. We've used Stash New and Old. And I will see you again on Monday at 1:30. Or if you're taking a Christmas journal, I'm going to be working on my journal at 1:30 today. And you can stop in and see any part of that live if you fancy. I'll see you later. Thanks so much. If you like this video and you want to give it a thumbs up, that's super duper awesome and I appreciate it.